Welcome back to Low Stress Math with Mrs. Bono. We are doing the equal value method for solving systems. This is actually a review, and I've been calling it the setting it equal system to solve systems, but I think the real name is equal value method. So let's go with that. This is a KutaSoftware worksheet. So let's get started. Let's take a look at that first one. How do you do these problems? Well, you have to keep in your mind that if two things are equal to the same thing, they're equal to each other. And I always say, yeah, 10 dimes is $1, 4 quarters is $1, so 10 dimes is equal to 4 quarters. If they're equal to the same thing, they're equal to each other. So these are equal to each other. And I like to put the one with the larger coefficient of x, in this case 4x, is bigger than 1x. So that's the one I'm going to put on the left. It's just a habit. It doesn't actually matter which one you put first, but you find it makes it a little bit easier in the end. So let's start with that. Rewrite the problem, setting them equal to each other. 4x plus 23 is equal to 1x plus 2. Now you see, I added a 1 there. I did that because the next step is to get all of the x's to one side of the equal sign. And in order to cross the equal sign, you have to do the opposite operation. So I am going to subtract 1x from both sides. And 4x minus 1x is 3x. You bring down the plus 23. 1x minus 1x, that's 0. And you bring down the 2. Now, keys to this. 1, you have to know that you're subtracting 1x. And the other key is don't lose the equal sign. It's really important to keep that there. So now I am going to subtract 23 from both sides. Now, 23 minus 23 is 0. Bring down the 3x. But what is this? 21 minus 23. Well, if I'm at home, I have my handy-dandy calculator ready for me. And I'm like, oh yeah, I could just say, hey Siri, what's 2 minus 23? Let's see what she says. Look at that, she knew the answer. So let's take her at her word, and this is negative 21. Or you could say, oh, they have different signs. 23 minus 2 is 21. 23 is larger, it's negative, so you could do that. Or you could just ask Siri, whatever. Divide by both sides by 3 so that you get rid of the coefficient. And 3 divided by 3 is 1. Bring down the x. Negative 21 divided by 3. The signs are different, so it's negative 21 divided by 3 is 7. Or you could just ask your buddy over there. There you go. You got your first answer. Now this is where I'm going to grab my ruler and start separating things, because you know it's just going to be a hot mess if I don't. Here we go. Doo-doo-doo. And now, squiggle, 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 squiggle. I found x, I need y. Why? Because in order to have a solution, you have to have both the x and y coordinates. And yeah, I am going to put my answer up there. So pick one of these. It doesn't matter which one, you get the same answer with both of them. So I'm going to take y equals x plus 2. So y equals, and I'm going to put in negative 7 for x. And now you'll notice I didn't put it in parentheses. Why? Because I'm not multiplying it. X doesn't have a coefficient, so I'm not multiplying anything. I just have that negative 7 plus 2. Y equals, well, the signs are different, so you subtract, and 7 is larger, so you take the sign. Hey, Siri, what is negative 7 plus 2? What's my girl have to say? Oh, look, it made it easy. There we go, negative 5. Now, you can't do that in the middle of a test, can you? No. So what do you have for a test? You have your old buddy Ty. We're going to start using our other calculator in a minute. So -7, -5, -7, comma, -5. Now, if you don't remember, that is called a coordinate pair. Or just coordinates. And if you were graphing the point, that would be the point that the two lines intersect at. All right, let's take a look at the next one. So we set them equal to each other, and I'm going to put the 3x first because 3 is larger than 2, but you don't have to do that. Makes it easier. 3x minus 22 equals 2x minus 15. All right, I have to go over the equal sign, and to get from one side of an equal sign to the other, you subtract. So I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides. And let's see, 3x minus 2x, well, that's 1x. And now this is minus 22. We're going to get back to that in a second. And see, there's a negative sign in front of this 15. That's the important part. Don't lose your sign. You need that negative 15. Now, I don't really need the 1 in front of the x, but that's okay. To move negative 22 to negative 15, you have to, again, we're doing the opposite. We're going over the sign. So we're going to add 22. Bring down the x because negative 22 and positive 22 is 0. This was 0 too, sorry. Now I have x equals, the signs are different, so you subtract. 22 minus 15 is 7, and 22 is larger, it's positive, so it's positive 7. Now to get the other one, I have to go back, and I have to substitute into one of the two equations. Does it matter which one? No. So last time we took the first equation, let's take the second equation this time. Y equals 2x minus 15. I'm going to substitute the 7. Y equals 2. And this time I need the parentheses because this is saying 2 times x. So 2 times 7 minus 15. 2 times 7 is 14. 14 minus 15. Y equals -1. Put a box around it because you're done. Now you put your coordinate up here, 7, comma, -1. Okay, let's keep going. Here we go. Set these two equal to each other. Again, I like the 4x is bigger than 1, so I'm going to put that on the left. 4x plus 24 equals x plus 9. Interesting. So I want to get all my x's together. I'll put a 1 here because if there's just an x by itself, there's a 1 in front of it. I'm going to subtract 1x from both sides. 4 minus 1, 3x, plus 24 equals 9, because 1 minus 1 is 0. And that 9, it was plus 9, so it stays positive. So now, I have to go over this equal sign, -24, -24, well, minus 24. 24 minus 24 is 0. Bring down the 3x. Bring down the equal sign. Don't lose your equal sign. 9 minus 24. Now, I could do that on my calculator. Say, hey, 9 minus 24 is -15. I mean, I could do it in my head. I honestly knew what the answer was before I started pressing buttons. But if you're not sure, use a calculator. There's no reason not to use the tools that are available to you. I don't always have a calculator with me. Yes, I do. I always have my phone. Here we go. Divide by 3, divide by 3. 3 divided by 3, 1. X equals -15 divided by 3 is -5. Put a box around it because you're done. Oh, my line kind of ended in the middle there. I don't know what I was thinking. Now let's make my line a little better. So I don't want to end up in question 4. Now I have to find the y. So first, yeah, I'm going to highlight first because this is a really drippy kind of highlighter. If I don't highlight first, then it gets really yucky looking. So here we go. Let's find the y. Why? Because we have to. I'm going to take the second one because it's easier. I don't have to multiply. Y equals x plus 9. Y equals, substitute, -5 for my x. -5 plus 9. You can grab a calculator, you can yell at Siri, or you can say, hey, the signs are different, so you subtract. 9 minus 5 is 4. 9 is larger and it's positive, so it's positive 4. Put a box around it, you're done. -5 and 4. All right. The next one. We're going to set these equal, and 5x is larger than 1x, so 5x on the left. 5x plus 20 equals, don't forget there's a 1 in front of that x, 1x plus 4. To go over the equal sign, you have to do the opposite, so I'm going to subtract 1x from both sides. 5x minus 1x is 4x, plus 20 equals 1x minus 1x is 0. Bring down the 4. Now I have to subtract 20 from both sides. All right. 20 minus 20 is 0. 4x equals 4 minus 20 is 16. 20 is larger than 4. It's negative, so -16. Divide by 4 on both sides to get rid of the coefficient. And now my x is all by herself down here. -16 divided by 4. Well, 16 divided by 4 is 4. When the signs are different, the whole thing is negative. So the signs are different, so it's -4. Be careful, don't lose your negative sign. Go slow, check things, use a calculator. Now I have to go back and I have to substitute into one of these equations. And I'm going to use the second one. Y equals x plus 4. Y equals, put the -4 in there, plus +4. And -4 plus +4 is 0. Y equals 0. Boom, 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 boom. I have x is -4, y is 0. That goes together in a parenthesis, -4, 0. And voila, I have my answer. Okay, I'm going to stop the video here, and there are 6 more problems on the next page. I'm going to do a second video, but what I'd like you to do is try those problems. Good luck, you can do this. So do those 6 problems. You can do it.